So according to brand new reports and rumors out there, the MCU is going to be casting an A-lister for the role of Dracula within the MCU. And this character is expected to play a big part in the Blade franchise, obviously. So let's talk about this and I'll give you guys my thoughts. So when it comes to Blade, he's obviously a vampire. The most infamous vampire in history is Dracula. You can't do vampires and Blade without Dracula at some point. That would be like doing Venom without Spider-Man. Could you imagine? But no, seriously, like, Dracula is really important when it comes to Blade, when it comes to vampire lore. You know, he's one of the most prominent and, of course, the most notable vampire in history. There's been so much written about Dracula and him in films, it would only make sense. Now, honestly, these rumors, I would say, again, these are like factual rumors, right? At some point within Blade's existence in the MCU, we're gonna get Dracula. You don't not do that. That would be like doing the Fantastic Four without ever using Doctor Doom, or the X-Men without Magneto, right? It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Now, the rumor also suggests that Marvel Studios is looking for a big A-list name to be able to take on this role. Again, this would make sense. You already have a pretty big A-list for Blade, so why not use some of the budget, which I assume is going to be on the smaller end, to cast another grade A actor out there who has such a big following for the role of Dracula. And I would assume he'd probably be a background character within the first and maybe even a second film, because let's be real, you don't want to toss out Dracula into the first Blade film. Like, that wouldn't make sense. That would be like revealing Spider-Man's identity in his first ever appearance in a movie. Like, what would that accomplish, right? It doesn't make sense again. So yeah, I'm inclined to believe that this is all gonna happen down the road. Now, obviously, Blade is still a little bit of a ways off, so it's gonna be a while, but I'm willing to believe that, yeah, they're gonna do Dracula. Yeah, it's gonna be a big A-lister actor, and he's probably gonna have an extensive role, because the moment you include Dracula, you gotta do flashbacks and his origin, you know, how he came to be and who he is. So naturally, that's gonna require more screen time and presence down the road. So when they get to him, it makes a whole lot of sense. And as far as I'm concerned, as far away as they can get away from Blade 3, probably a good idea.